Good afternoon. We're back for video number 2. This is going to be kind of a little overview of the plants that I have that I'll be planting this year. I have some of them in front of me, some over on a shelf over next to me here. We'll try to go through each one of those just really quickly. We'll kind of let you know what I'm growing, what kind, why I'm growing them, things like that. We'll start off with, I've got 6 tomato plants. I grew 6 last year, got quite a few tomatoes off of them, probably more than I needed. So I was going to cut back, but I decided to go ahead and add 2 more or 3 more just to keep the same number. They'll take up about 2 rows of my garden, and but tomatoes seem to be the biggest grower. These are the let me get them closer. These are the big boy variety. I use these because they produce very big tomatoes. They're good, they're clean, they're good for eating, they're good for slicing, putting them in on sandwiches, putting them in with food, stuff like anything you want to use them for. They're not really good for juicing. They don't carry as much juice as other varieties such as Roma. But you've got these boys, you've got the big boys, you've got beefsteak, you've got so many varieties of tomatoes that you can use. Each one of them's got their own little uniqueness to them. But I like the better boys, just because, or excuse me, big boys. I say better boys, big boys, just because they grow to the right size I need for what I need them for. And so you can just look around, check the internet, and see which ones might be good for you. They also grow good in containers. I put mine in the ground, but they are good for containers on small patios, backyards area like that. Next up we have over here is our cucumbers and a few of our jalapeno peppers. I use the homemade pickling cucumbers. You can call them Boston pickling, Sumter, things like that. But they're good for pickling. Those are good for eating or pickling. If you like to snack as well as can, these are the good varieties. They will produce a ton, especially if they're watered correctly. Kept watered, weeded, let them grow. I'm gonna be using a trellis this year, so maybe they'll grow up a little bit and keep them off the ground, so they won't be sneaking out behind me where I miss them going through on my hands and knees. These other things I've got are jalapenos. Oh, excuse me, hot peppers. They're not jalapenos, hot peppers. Just because that I wanted some variety of hot peppers this year. So the Adams Nursery there in Paragould, like I said on my earlier video, they've got a ton of variety of hot peppers. So if you like the hot stuff, I would recommend going there. Prices are very good, and it's worth the drive. So sneaking back over here, let's go over here to the other side here. Okay, we'll start here on the bottom. These are my some of my flowers, a few of my herbs. There's oregano. I'll get these more out later and individually, and we'll go over them. But you got different variety of flowers. I got peppermint. I got catnip for the kitty cats that like to hang around my house. Moving up to the next one, I've got my variety of peppers. I got hot peppers. Different. Let's see. Where's my next one? I got sweet peppers. I got a habanero, Tabasco. Let's see, cayenne. Let's see, which one is that one? That's another sweet pepper, and then banana pepper. So I got those. Moving up here, I've got Goliath bell peppers. I've got what you call fooled you jalapenos, and those are actually jalapenos that do not have heat. They may go also by the name of culipinos. I've seen those as well. That's the first time I've seen fooled you. And a variety of flowers that I'm going to have to water here because they look like they're a little bit water, and hoping to attract some butterflies, bees, things like that to help my garden. So anyway, well, that's a quick overview of my plants. I've got a few more hot peppers that I'm trying to locate. I know they're in the stack somewhere. I'm also going to grow what's called a Trinidad scorpion pepper. The name sounds just like it's excruciatingly hot. Also, I am going to attempt to grow a Carolina Reaper pepper. I've got one of those, and so we'll see how those go. I like to grow them because they're easy to grow. They grow in good conditions here where I'm at, and you don't have to continuously water them all the time. They can go a couple days without water, but they will produce, especially as long as they've got some good sun and you keep them watered enough, they will grow and produce, and it'll probably grow more than what you'll need. I've given away more peppers than I can ever deal with. I stick with the jalapenos for cooking and for eating. The rest of the stuff I like to just give away to people who like them. They can use them. But I'll get more into that later, into another video once we start digging into the actual vegetables themselves. So there is a quick video overview of what my plans are to grow. Those could change between now and next week. I might decide to get something else, some more, but we'll see. But I plan on discussing the benefits of, or not benefits, but the pluses and minuses of using small containers versus a garden. We'll talk about that more later as well. But as of right now, this is going to be it until I get this yard cleaned up, until I get the garden tilled up. My next video will probably be me tilling the garden, getting it all nice and tilled up, ready to go. I'm going to do some fertilizing, so that way when the rain comes through this week, it'll at least get some more fertilizer in, and it'll give me a good starting soil. So, all right, well, I'm done for this one, so we'll catch you next time.